Hi guys, and welcome to your hardcore class. Today we'll be using a reformer and we'll be using the suspension bridge to focus on your abdominals, your serratus, your obliques, your lower back and your glutes. Hope you guys enjoy the lesson. Okay, for the next bunch of exercises, I'm going to grab my suspension cable and I want it nice and low, so I'm going to go just below my kneecap, just there. Okay, so I'm going to line it up with one cable, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the other one up. There we go, perfectly aligned, nice and even. That's where I want to be training. Okay, so using the suspension system for this next exercise, I'm just going to lie down. I'm going to put my hands behind my head. I'm going to work my X crunches or bicycle crunches if you like. So it's one elbow and opposite knee connecting together, just like that. Now you can see I'm getting that rest at the end, so I'm not actually doing this version, okay? I'm getting that rest at the end. So 1, 2, and I just want to make sure I'm creating full range of movement on this one. And what I'm going to do to complement it is I'm going to stir the pot. So from here I'm going to put my hands down, lift my hips, and I'm going to work stirring the pot from this position. So you can see nice big circles, and it's then just a matter of changing direction and going the other way. I'm going to get you guys to try this one for yourselves. Good job, let's go. So you can see Sarah's connecting her elbow with her knee on every repetition. So getting that nice twist in. Trying to get the most out of those obliques. And change it up. I'm going to need you to put your hands by your side, lift your hip, and let's stir the pot in one direction. There you go. Let's try and get those knees as far in as we can. Perfect, just like that. Good job. So make sure you guys are doing the same thing. You want to make sure you're creating the biggest circle you can make. Extending right out and then pulling the knees right in. We've got 10 seconds left on this one, and we're going to go straight back to those X crunches. 3, 2, 1, and hands behind your head. Go. Good job, keep fighting through it. It's starting to get tough now. Second last rep, and hands by your side, lift your hip. We're going to stir the pot in the other direction. So one direction will feel a little bit more natural than the other one, but it doesn't matter. We're going to train them both equally. Good, let's see if we can try and get those knees in even further. Yes, perfect, just like that. Not long to go now. You've got about 15 seconds left. Good, keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so some more floor work. What I want to do is I want to use my suspension cables, and I'm going to turn side on. I want you guys to watch how I set up. I'm going to use the bottom leg first. So just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this one on top. I'm going to lift and I'm gonna hold up a side plank. So you can see I'm holding up a straight line. Now what I'm gonna do with the first exercise, you can use your hand to stabilize to begin with. I'm gonna pull in a side atomic crunch like this. Once you start to get comfortable with it, you can let this hand go. You can keep it on your hip, or if you wanna raise it right up, you can raise it right up as well. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work the side atomic crunches, and then we're gonna just hold up the plank. Hold up the plank nice and steady for 45 seconds. Your turn. Okay, so we're gonna start in position. Let's try and hold up that straight line and work from there. Once you're stable and you feel comfortable, I want you to let that hand go and put it on your hip, or raise it, whichever one you prefer. The important thing here is to maintain that straight line. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up the plank, go. So you can see Josh is stabilizing with his opposite hand, and once he's good to go, he's going to take that hand right off. You can use this hand to help you right at the end, especially the second time that you're doing this exercise. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, we've turned around for this one, guys. So once you've turned around, we can go back straight into those crunches. Let's maintain that line, and let's see if at some point we can take the hand off and put it on the hip. We've got 15 seconds to go on this one. Keep fighting. You've got 5 seconds left. And hold up your plank now. Go. I'm going to maintain that line. Perfect, right there. And hold up your hand. Let's go. So all the tension with this exercise is on the oblique down here. Maintain that line, perfect. Hold it right up. Bring it home strong. We've got 10 seconds left. Time, good job. Okay, starting on the floor, I'm gonna help you guys set up on this one. We're gonna go 1 and 2. I'm gonna cross my legs over. I'm gonna flip, just like that. And I'm in position. Using my triangle grip, I'm gonna lift right up like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work my atomic crunches from here. To complement this exercise, I'm just going to hold up a plank nice and steady, just like that. Your turn to try. Okay, good start. You can see we've gone palm to palm. We're holding that nice triangle bridge there. The knees are coming right up to the chest and extending right out. That's perfect. 5 seconds to go. And time. So just holding up that plank, you can see she's holding up a nice straight plank, using her elbows to help her. Hold it up, 5 seconds. Time. Okay, good start. You can see we've gone palm to palm. We're holding that nice triangle bridge there. And the knees are coming right up to the chest and extending right out. That's perfect. Five seconds to go. And time. So just holding up that plank, you can see she's holding up a nice straight plank, using her elbows to help her. Hold it up, 5 seconds. Time. Okay, so using my suspension kit for some floor work on this one, we're gonna do a full range crunch or a jackknife crunch if you like. So from here, I'm gonna go all the way out, open up. Now as I work my crunch through, I'm gonna bring my knees right up to my chest, right there. Okay, full range movement. Just like that. What I'm going to do with my second exercise to complement, I'm going to keep my knees in tabletop position, hands behind my head. I'm going to work crunch with a pulse and back. Okay, so I'm working my pulse crunches and working right back. Easy to transition, straight back over. I'm going to get you guys to try this one for yourselves. Okay, so let's start off with those full range crunches. Go. Good job. So the important thing with this one is to open up and close all at the same time. Like a Swiss Army knife, you're opening both ends, closing both ends. Good form, let's keep it going. We've got 15 seconds to go. Keep pushing through, good job. One more rep. I'm gonna go feet in tabletop from here, hands behind your head. Let's work those crunches, and let's throw a pulse in there as well. So the important thing with this one is make sure the elbows are staying wall to wall, and I want you to look straight up as you do it. Perfect. Keep that tabletop in check. "15 seconds to go. Good, keep fighting through it. A little bit of neck support on this one. And let's change it back up. Go. Good. Finishing both ends at the same time. You can see Josh is keeping up a pretty good pace. We've got 10 seconds to go. And let's change over to those pulse crunches one more time. Go. Keep working. We've got 30 seconds left. So you want to make sure you're keeping the same pace as Josh. We're not slowing down. 15 seconds left. Two more reps. Last one. And finish strong. Perfect. Okay, for this next exercise, I'm using my suspension kit. You can see I've hooked up my ankles and I'm just lying down with my hands by my side. I'm going to raise my hip on this one. I'm going to keep my feet and knees together and I'm going to work some curls from here. I'm going to make sure I'm keeping my hips raised the whole time, okay? Just working through, just like that. I'm going to complement this one with a stiff leg hip raise. So I'm going to drop down, touch and lift. Drop down, touch and lift. You can see as I'm lifting, I'm hitting that straight line. Dropping down, touching my tailbone and lifting again. I'm going to get you guys to try this one for yourselves. Go. Okay, let's go into those leg curls first. Excellent. You want to make sure you're keeping your ankles together and your knees together and hips raised the whole time. Perfect, just like that. Work them through. So you're going to really start to feel these in the hamstrings, but you're also using your lower back. Keep fighting through it. Good, excellent form, perfect form. We've got 15 seconds to go. So the trick here is to make sure you're still keeping the knees and ankles together even when you start to tire out. We're going to change them up shortly. Let's change now. Drop straight down and lift straight back up, perfect. Keep the feet and knees together still. Down and lift. Down, touch and lift. So as you're touching the ground, I want you to use that as a split second rest and then tense everything up, lift it right up, drop back down again. We've got about 20 seconds left on this exercise. You can see Marilyn's hands are by her side. She's just using it for a little bit of stability. Good, use your breathing. We're about to change over. Ready and change. Good, it's really burning up the second time round. Let's keep working through. You've got 15 seconds left. Just keeping perfect form. Two more before we change it up. One last one. Excellent job. Keep those knees nice and stiff. Let's go. Good, so you can see she's hitting that straight line each time she does the lift. 30 seconds to go. $20 seconds left. Keep fighting it. Last 10 seconds. Two more reps. Last one. And have a rest. Excellent job. Okay, for the next bunch of exercises, we're gonna go high suspension cable. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. I'm gonna use the buckle here. I'm gonna drive it all the way to the top, just like that. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, and I wanna make sure the height's nice and even, just like that. Okay, I'm using my suspension kit for this one. I'm gonna do a full range pullover. So I'm gonna come right out here. I'm gonna pull straight down and go into an ab rollout. Stop right there. And then back into my rose position right there. Okay, so I'm gonna pause at the two ends right there and here. Now what I'm gonna do to complement this exercise is I'm gonna shoot straight through to my ab rollout. I'm gonna work my overhead triceps right there. Your turn to try it. Okay, let's go with those full range pullovers. Excellent. Good, so you can see he's hitting two lots of straight lines. There's a straight line there and a straight line here. Excellent, this is a nice compound movement. Good, keep it steady, keep it working. Perfect. The important thing with this technique is your foot positioning. If you go too far back, your ab rollout's going to be really difficult. If you go too far forward, your pullover is going to be really difficult. So you want to try and make sure you keep yourself in a position where you can effectively do both techniques without a whole lot of pressure on one. And change. Straight into overhead extensions. Go. Good. Now with this one, if you want to step a little bit further forward, so if you're finding this pretty difficult, you can step forward, work from there. Now just remember that you have stepped forward a little on this exercise, Josh, so when we go back to your full range pullover, you are going to have to step back. Good, keeping that line. And you can see he's keeping his elbows by his ears and they're not moving. Five seconds. And take a step back. Let's go straight into that full range pullover. Go. Good work. It's much harder the second time round. You can see he's fighting through that ab rollout. Good, keep fighting it. If you do need to adjust your footing because one side is more difficult than the other, then it is okay to do it. But you want to try and minimize any interruption by keeping your foot as still as possible for the longest period of time. 10 seconds to go. Last rep. And change, go. Good, keep those elbows in, by your ears, fight through it. If you need to step forward a little bit, it's okay. Do it and keep going. We've got 30 seconds left. Good job. Good, so you can see he's holding the same tempo up. The form is still perfect. He's really starting to fight now. You guys are too. That's okay, fight through. We've only got 5 seconds left. Give me 2 more reps and you're done. 1 and 2, you're finished, well done. All right, for this next exercise, I'm gonna work with my suspension kit. I'm gonna start down here. So I'm gonna go into an assisted chin up so you can see I'm pulling up vertically, just like that, using my legs to help me out. The elbows stay on the outside and I'm coming up nice and straight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna couple this exercise with a pistol lunge. So what I'll do from here, right there, dropping straight down, lifting back up, dropping down, lifting back up. I'm gonna drop into a chair, lift into a straight line. That's what you wanna make sure you remember. Let's get you guys to try it for yourselves. Starting with our chin-ups, let's go. Good, so you can see that nice vertical direction. Pulling right up. You can see his hands are going all the way to the shoulder and dropping straight back down. Now we're not rowing with this one, so we're not going to lean back too far. Got to make sure you try and stay as vertical as possible. 10 seconds left. One more rep. I'm going to need you to step right back. We're going to go into our pistol lunges from here. Go. Good, so you can see he's dropping into that chair and he's driving straight through back into a straight line. Perfect. Arms are staying straight, so he's not rowing at all. Make sure you guys are hitting those straight lines as well. David's doing it perfectly. He's getting into a 90-degree chair and he's going back up into a straight line by using his hip flexors and glutes and pushing forward. And let's change again. Let's get you back into that seated position. We're going to work those assisted chin-ups one more time. It's much harder the second time round. Keep fighting through it. Now, because this exercise is really difficult the second time, we're going to put some emphasis on using the quadriceps to help you. It's an assisted chin-up. Get all the assistance you can get. Use it up. Keep the form. Perfect. Good. You can see David's fighting through it. Squeeze it up. You've got one more rep after this. Give me one. And let's go right back into your pistol lunge. Let's go off the fresh leg. Go. Squeezing right through. Well done. We've got 20 seconds left. I've got nothing to pick at because his form's perfect. He's hitting those vertical lines and he's picking it up nice and straight, keeping the arms extended. 2 reps left. And time. Good job. Okay, for the next bunch of exercises, I want to grab my cable and bring it straight down so I'm holding a straight line from the top, okay? This is your medium height. I'm going to do the same on both sides. I'm going to make sure those buckles are matching up. There we go, perfect. That's nice and even. Okay, using my suspension kit, we're going to go into a full range angel wing. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my ab rollout position from here. I'm going to hit my angel wings. I'm going to come out right there, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the job. I'm going to stop right here. This is the hardest point in this exercise. And you can see my body's not moving. Keeping it nice and still and working the full range circle, okay? Just like that. You've got to keep your body in place. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to complement it by working my calf raises. I'm holding my arms just in my chest press position, soft straight, just like that. I'm going to work my calf raises. Feet together, squeezing. I'm going to try and get my heels to the ground and lift right up, just like that. Your turn to try. Okay, so we're working the full range angel wings. Good, let's keep it there. Let's put some pauses in those 3 points. So right here, right at the top, back lateral. Let's pause down here. That's your hardest pause right there. Good. Keep working. You guys can see Dave's holding a nice straight line. Good. It's a nice tough exercise. You can see the palms are facing forward the whole time. So even when it's down here, palms are facing forward by your side. Perfect. Let's keep it going. We've got 8 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, change it up. So just keep those cables over your shoulders. just like that, nice straight line, and we're gonna work the calf raise. Now you can adjust yourself on this exercise, so if you're finding the calf raise is relatively easy, you can work your way back and create a bigger angle like Dave's doing now. If you're finding it a little bit difficult, work your way forward. Good form, he's holding his straight line, down all the way, getting those heels to the ground, and then pushing right up onto the toes. Got 8 seconds left. We're gonna do that full range, angel wing straight after this. Ready, and change it up. So you can see he stepped forward, he's taking a friendlier angle for this exercise because it's very difficult. Good job, we're trying to keep that body nice and still the whole time. Body doesn't move, the abs are engaged the whole time. Good, hold it strong. You can see it's starting to shake a little down the bottom, but that's okay, we're gonna fight through that. You've got about 10 seconds left. Push them right through. Last one. And go to your calf raise. Excellent. So he's holding perfect form. And you can hear him exhaling as he's getting onto the tippy toes, inhaling as he's resetting. Now at this point, your butt might be starting to drop out, so you want to make sure you keep that line. Don't allow the butt to drop out. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, have a rest. Okay, so for this next exercise, I'm using my suspension cables and I'm gonna give you guys a new exercise. This one's a little bit difficult. It's an advanced exercise, but I want you guys to try it anyway. So from here, I'm gonna go, it looks like a shoulder press, but it's actually not, it's a rollout, okay? So I'm replicating a shoulder press, but I assure you, the pressure is all on my abdominals. Holding it up is gonna be a very, very difficult exercise. What we're gonna do from here is we're gonna change it up to a much easier exercise. We're gonna work the chest press. Just like that. Let's get you guys to try that combination. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna train this one with you guys. It's a very difficult technique, this first one. Let's work through it together. So you can see I'm pushing straight up, protecting my shoulders. Where my elbows go, my wrist follows. The abs are tense the whole time because I'm holding myself in that ab rollout position while I'm working through these shoulder presses. I'm gonna keep going. We've got about 15 seconds left on it. Let's keep squeezing. It's gonna progressively get harder and harder. Elbows are staying out. You can see it's nice and lateral and just driving straight up. Now I'm gonna change it up now. I'm gonna go into my chest press. So this is gonna be a lot easier than the previous exercise. I'm gonna push right through, work those chest presses. Again, 90 degrees, nice movement. Elbows are out. Where the wrist goes, the elbow follows. And I'm driving through nice and straight. We've got 15 seconds to go. This is going to really challenge you guys when we go back to the shoulder press rollout. One more rep. And let's go. So there's no rest in this exercise. You can see abs are nice and tight the whole time. 45 seconds. Let's keep it going. Now, if it starts to get really, really difficult for you and you think you're not going to be able to hold up, just change your angle. Step forward ever so slightly. And it's going to ease things quite a lot. We're still going. Got to keep it looking like a shoulder press. Hands up. We've got 15 seconds left, and then we're going to finish off strong with those chest presses. Last one. And switch. Stay focused. It's starting to get really difficult now. I'm just going to drive them through. Now, if you're doing this exercise and it is difficult, you know you can step forward. But if you're cruising through it, what I want you to do is step back, change your angle, and work from there. This is much, much harder now. So we're finishing strong. I'm gonna go one more rep and we're done. Great. Have a rest. Okay, difficult exercise coming up using the suspension cables, guys. What I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna put my arms right in. I'm gonna grip with my elbows. I'm gonna create that triangle grip, palm to palm. I'm gonna work my way back. Okay, this one's gonna be a really difficult exercise. I wanna go as far back as I can. I'm gonna start swinging side to side into the grandfather clock. So my abdominals are tense the whole time. I'm keeping a straight line and I'm creating that movement by tweaking my obliques. This one's a difficult one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna offset it by doing one that's a little bit easier. I'm gonna step forward from this same position, one step forward, and from here, I'm gonna go straight into my calf raise. Just there, working the calf raises, full range, touching the floor, and coming straight back out while I'm maintaining my line. Let's get you guys to try it. Okay, so let's go palm to palm with your hands, Marilyn. I want to go palm to palm. Let's hold it that way. That's going to give you the strongest grip. And let's start to work that grandfather clock. Good. So you have to squeeze your obliques to stop and keep working through. If you forget to squeeze, you're going to overshoot. You might even fall over. We're going to try and avoid that. You want to make sure you're holding your straight line here. The problem most people have doing this exercise is as you start to get tired, you start to arch up your back and it's too much compression on your lumbar spine, so we want to make sure we're avoiding that. And step forward. Let's go straight into the calf raise. Go. Good, full range movement. She's still holding her straight line perfectly, and you can see the cables are resting on her shoulders. So with this particular calf raise, only a fraction of the exercise is out here. You're actually doing quite a lot with your abdominals. It's taking the focus. Using your calves, you're taking the focus off what you're actually doing. You're working out your abs. Three, two, one. Let's go into the grandfather clock. Good range of movement. I'm going to keep it slow and steady. Maintain that line. Make sure the back doesn't arch up. "15 seconds to go. Let's finish strong with this one. Three, two, one. Step forward. Let's hit those calf raises. Go. Good form. She's doing it perfectly. We've got 20 seconds to go. Hold that line up. I can see her starting to shake up a little bit, but that's okay. Fight through it. Keep that form. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done guys, you got through your exercises for this session. I'd like you guys to turn your attention to your in-house instructor who's going to give you 3 minutes worth of stretches now. Well done you guys, you got through your session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys can assist us by wiping down your reformers and your suspension cables just before you go. Thanks very much.